Last week we had a demonstration of the power meter, very useful device. Well, at the heart of that little power meter is this analog device's AD8317. It's a little monolithic device made by Analog Devices, and it has incredible features, as you can see. We're just having a quick look at the data sheet here. Obviously you can download that yourself and go in more detail than I'm going to be doing here, but the important thing is that most of these data sheets have what's called reference designs, where there's a board layout and a typical configuration for testing the device. Most of the Chinese devices that are sold on AliExpress use these reference devices. So here's the sort of layout of the board. The one that I've got is not exactly the same, but it's pretty much there, as you can see. This is a close-up under the microscope. You can see the AD8317 right in the middle there, and it's not a bad little board because it's got quite a lot of wires on it. Very good grounding, quite stable. I'm sure that it's based on the reference design, but nevertheless they've done some differences there. So you've got an output device and you've got power. The power is actually regulated because the device is quite sensitive for the power, so you don't want to destroy it as such. So there's a 5-volt regulator on the board. The device itself, it's quite a funny. It's quite high, so you can sort of lose focus on it. It's a little device that sits on a substrate, and that substrate is actually soldered onto the board. They're not that cheap because these boards are about $7. Now, on AliExpress, $7, that's a lot of money. So I'm sure that device isn't that cheap. Anyway, let's have a look at it. We've got a demonstration. I've just hooked up the device, and we can now sort of power it up. This is no means an accurate demonstration, but it just gives you some idea. What we've got is just powering the device and measuring the voltage output. Not specifically, but just sort of seeing deviations. 5 volts into the regulator, which should be sufficient, and I've got a little Baofeng handy there just to sort of generate some RF. You can actually see the RF fluctuating a little bit, and that's just purely from whatever's going, because at the moment there's no tuned circuits or anything. It is just literally looking at the whole spectrum. When I powered up the Baofeng, it had a little bit of a jump there. I'll bring the Baofeng into the screen for a minute there so you can actually see it. Yes, it's on a 2-meter repeater frequency, but where I am located, it's not getting out anywhere, so don't worry about that. Yeah, you can see that there's a quite large deviations in the voltage. So that's basically the demonstration. There's not much else that I could sort of show in this configuration, but that's what it is. It can detect RF, and it will actually provide a very accurate step voltage. I think it's minus 22 dBm per millivolt or something like that. It's in a spec sheet. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and until next time.